Ellen stood frozen in the grand living room, staring at the mirror where the ghostly figure had vanished. Her heart raced as she cautiously backed out of the room, glancing nervously at her surroundings. The dim light flickered above her, casting distorted shadows on the walls. As she re-entered the hallway, the whispering voices returned, louder this time. The camera followed Ellen as she moved down the long corridor, the walls closing in around her, each step echoing on the creaky wooden floor. The sound of her breath and footsteps added to the growing tension. Ellen reached a door at the end of the hallway. The air was unnaturally cold as she pushed it open. The room inside was small and cluttered with old furniture draped in cobwebs, and the temperature dropped even further. Frost formed on the window panes, and her breath became visible again. As Ellen stepped into the room, the door slammed shut behind her with a loud bang, causing her to jump. The camera zoomed in on her wide-eyed expression, capturing her fear as she tried to open the door, but it was locked. She was trapped. Ellen turned around and saw a figure materializing in the center of the room, a ghostly woman in a torn, old-fashioned gown. Her face was pale, and her eyes were hollow, staring directly at Ellen. The woman's mouth moved, but no sound came out, her expression a silent scream. Ellen was frozen in place, unable to look away. The camera captured the ghost's eerie glow and the flickering lights as the specter moved closer. Ellen finally snapped out of her trance and stepped back, her back pressed against the cold wall. The tension built as the ghost reached out a transparent hand, passing through Ellen's body and sending a wave of ice-cold fear through her. Suddenly, the door flew open with a creaking sound. Ellen stumbled out of the cold room, her breath rapid and her heart pounding. She glanced back at the room to see the ghostly woman still standing there, but now the figure seemed more sorrowful than menacing. Ellen realized the ghost was trying to communicate something. She looked down and noticed a diary that wasn't there before, lying on a dusty table near the door. The diary's pages fluttered open to a passage about the mansion's tragic past. The camera zoomed in on the aged pages, showing faded handwriting detailing the story of the ghost. Once a woman who lived in the mansion and died under mysterious circumstances. Ellen took the diary, feeling a chill run down her spine. As she walked down the corridor, the house seemed to shift around her. Portraits on the walls changed, the whispers intensified, and distant footsteps echoed through the mansion. The camera followed Ellen as she stepped toward a grand staircase that spiraled down into darkness, her shadow stretching ominously behind her. The tension escalated as she descended, knowing that the deeper she went, the more terrifying the mysteries of the mansion would become. Ellen stood at the base of the staircase, staring into the pitch-black void, her hand gripping the diary tightly as she prepared to face whatever lay ahead.